I had a classmate of mine who came to me and she was complaining about another student who had to bring her child every day to class. And she was so offended by it. And she said, but I'm telling you because I know the one time that you brought your child, you had a DVD for them to watch and you had headphones and they didn't say a word and they weren't disruptive in class. And if you're going to bring your child, then that's the way that it should be. But I still felt offended that she even thought she could talk to me about it, because I know that she has no idea what that parent is going through. The fact that she's bringing the child to class means that she has no other options, because who would want to do that? You know, not only you don't want to infringe on your classmates because they're paying to be here too, but you're distracted.
We can talk about missing class and absenteeism, but presenteeism, that, well, your body's there but your mind is somewhere else idea, is just as big a problem. So it has to be the kind of child care that they can count on so that when they're in class, they can be really fully in class. All child care is expensive. It's expensive to provide. It's expensive for parents, no matter what income level. Sometimes, if you're lucky, the center actually offers a part-week option, but very rarely do you find programs where you can access any care after 6 o'clock. Rarely do you have programs where you can make changes to your enrollment very easily. Those kinds of things just don't exist out in the community. Even if the tuition costs, if it worked out the same, the fact that there's little flexibility means that it's going to cost more. The fact that you have to drive or take a bus a lot further means it's going to cost more. The fact that if you don't get there by 6 o'clock, you're going to get a hefty late fee means it's going to cost more. So typically, campus-based childcare is trying to provide all of that flexibility.
Being in Statesboro, it would have been so, I could have done it, but it would have been hard. You know, I just have support here, and plus her dad is here as well, so it's a lot easier on me. Being that he graduated from Georgia Southern, it's like if I go back there, I really don't have too much support to lean on, so it was just easier coming back home. I would like that simply because she would be close to me, and I'm sure I can go in and check on her. Like, I know it was one at Georgia Southern when I went there, and it was really nice. But the thing about those, I can't say all of them, but I know Georgia Southern was catered to the professors and the income of the professors. So therefore, it was like $700 a month, and you know that's hard to come by being a student and not having a job.
I just think that there's a negative stigma around student parents. Either one that, you know, especially if it's undergrad, that you know you had this child out of wedlock or something like that, and so there's just the way that people treat you is unfortunate. And then even as a graduate student, I remember my classmate and we had some other classmates of ours who called us slackers, because they just felt like, you know, you guys always aren't able to do everything that we're able to do, especially if it comes to a class project or things like that. And it was something that was very hurtful to us, because to us it's like, do you know how much more a day we do than you do? You know, because I'm not just managing my life, I'm managing the lives of 2 other people.